Hello dear audience, greetings with Islam. Today I have come up with a special topic about English sentences basic 1, under which I'll try to explain some important terms like subject and verb that are related to the grammar, and actually I have come up with a functional part of the grammar so that the audience would really understand and would find it very interesting and attractive. So, first of all, I'll just try to introduce some terms to you. That is the subject, verb, under helping verb and main verb. And then I'll be talking about the indefinite aspect of English tenses and the continuous and progressive part of the English tenses. First of all, let us start. The first term that I use, that is subject. Subject in English grammar means that it is the agent of the work, or the agency of an action, wherein I deliberately use the brief terminology. I have used the set of pronouns that acts as subjects. So under this category, I would just try to explain this subject. We have under A part, we have the first person pronouns that act as a subject, and the first part of the pronoun, in it we have the subject as singular, that is I. Then we have subject as plural, that's we. Then we have the subject under the second person. Then we have the subject as you, singular. At the same time, with the same pronunciation of the same word, we have the you as plural. And then we have under the third person singular, we have she, she, we have she, we have he, he, we have it. Okay, they are considered third person singular subjects. Then we have they, that's called third person plural subjects. So under the basic category of subjects in English language, we have briefly on the first part, we have three numbers. We have first person singular and plural, first person singular and plural, that's I and we. Second person singular and plural, that's you and you. Third person singular and plural, under singular we have he, she, he, it, and under plural we have they. Okay, they are the basic set of English subjects. Then let's move next to helping verbs. Under the helping verbs, particularly, just for an example, as I use of pronoun is under this the first person, second person, third person. Likewise, under the helping verb, under the main verb, under the main caption of the verb, I have taken the be forms of the verb. That is, am, are, and that too the present part only, the present tense forms are be form. Okay, wherein we have is, am, are. They are used as helping verbs to make the progressive sentences. Okay, they have other uses on the other side, but right now I'll just try to focus on those, the first use of those helping verbs, that they help us to make the progressive sentences or the continuous sentences. Likewise, then we have under the verb we have the main verbs also. That is, for example, these are the verbs that have their own meaning and they help us to make the other tenses. Here we have the verb run. I have deliberately put the ing in the bracket or parenthesis so that later on we can use it. Okay, so likewise we have run, we have cook, we have drink, we have wash, we have break, we have work. These are all main verbs. So we have these three grammatical categories where we have subject, agent of verb, we have the helping verb, main verb under the broad umbrella verb. Okay, and then I will just connect these structures with the two aspects of the sentences. One is the indefinite aspect, present form, another is the continuous aspect of the present tense form. Okay, when under the indefinite form, we usually try to focus on the routine, the habitual aspect of any kind of work, any kind of activity, wherein whenever we have to perform or whenever we have to update about that activity, we usually perform that activity with the help of indefinite tenses. But when we have the continuous tenses, the term, the verb, the action that we are going to talk about on the spot, When we say, for example, I'm teaching right now, so I have to use progressive or continuous sentence. And if I'll go out on the spot, on the other side, maybe outside and from this room, I will talk about my teaching, then I will not say that I am teaching. I'll say I teach. Okay, likewise. So this is just for the example. Let us start in detail. So the first part of it is that I as singular. You say I, deliberately I have taken this from this I run. When we say I run, it is an indefinite aspect of present form. When we say that I run, that means I run. But I do not run at the time of speaking. Okay? So when I run, but I do not run at the time of speaking, definitely at that time I use I run. I run habitually. I have the habit of running, but at the time of speaking I do not run. Likewise. Then, but when at the same time it is that I am running. I have deliberately put those helping verbs in those boxes. Okay. And when I say I am running, when we use helping verb, be form of helping verb in the present form, then definitely the basic form of the main verb gets ing as its suffix. Okay. So there we just say that I am running. I am running. So when we say I am running, when actually I run on the road, in the playground, then say that I am running. Okay. Likewise, we say that we cook. We cook. We say that we cook. We give somebody an information that we know how to cook. No doubt, right now we don't cook, but we are cooking. Maybe yesterday we cooked, maybe in future we'll cook, but right now we do not cook. We say that we cook. That means we give the habitual information, okay, or the customary information to them. We say we cook, okay. Then in the for the continuous and progressive form of it, we say we are cooking. We are cooking. When we say we are cooking, that means when actually we do cook in the kitchen, then we can communicate in this way sentence. Okay, that's it. Likewise, in the second person subjects, we have you and you. One is the singular and another is the plural. There is no change in it, no change in pronunciation, no change in structure. But we mean they are more than one. See, when we say that you drank, not drinking, you drank. So that means you drank, but you don't drink at the time of speaking. Likewise, we say you are drinking. That means the continuous form of the sentence is indefinite, as I mentioned here. Indefinite part, habitual, continuous part, on the spot. So when we have to say something on the spot, we say that you are drinking. Likewise, we said now in the second part we said you are washing. Look, there appears no difference, as we can say that you are washing. Then what is the difference? The difference is only in the situation. If we have more than two people whom we address, then we say that you are washing. Okay. One more thing I'll just try to highlight here that maybe I forgot to tell you, that is I and we. They are the people who speak. I singular, when a person in singular speaks, is I. When a person in plural speak, becomes we. Okay. When the person speaks to a single person, becomes you. Okay, you are singular. When the person addresses to the audience or to the people in more than one, that is their plural, that's you as plural. Then the third person, other than that, the person who speaks and the person who listens to it. Then beyond these two, when they have the third person, they are called third person. They are the third person singular. If they are one, they are third person singular. If they are more than one, they are third person plural. They are they. Okay? Likewise. So here we are here in the third person where we say that we say that she breaks. She breaks. Here I would like to highlight one more aspect of basic English communication as well as the grammatical pattern here. So likewise, if we say I say run. We cook. You drink. You wash. She breaks. It's not she break. She breaks. He breaks. It breaks. For that matter, any kind of other singular noun, like we have John breaks. Ahmad breaks, Ram breaks. Likewise. So we can say that she, he, she, it takes in the particular in the present form, present tense form, in the third person they take S the singular verb. Okay, because they are the third person singular. Likewise. So we can say that she breaks. That means she breaks habitually. She's in habit of breaking. Okay, it's a routine. But when we say that she is breaking, that means she has broken right now. She was in the process of breaking. That's why we say that she is breaking. Likewise. Then next we have they. They is the third person plural. This is they are walking. So first we say that they walk. They walk. We don't say they walks because this is plural. This condition, this case is only with third person singular nouns or pronouns. So when we say that when we are in the third person plural, then we say that they walk. They walk. That is the indefinite part of it. That means they walk. They know how to walk. They have the ability to walk. Likewise. So we say that they walk. For the indefinite habitual pattern, when we need to put the update, put the information about that. But when we are actually walking, we see that they are walking. We find some people, more than one, they are walking on the roads, we see that they are walking. Okay? So these were the basic information about it. Hope that you will understand it. I'll just repeat it. I'll just give a recap. That is, I run, habitually I run, but do not at the time of, I do not run at the time of speaking. I am running. It is the continuous form. I actually run on the spot at the time of speaking. Likewise, we have we cook, indefinite form, habitual communication. We are cooking, the communication at the time of doing the work. Likewise, you are drinking. This is again the continuous form, that where we actually do the work at the time of speaking, but when we say you drink, not on the spot, it is habitual form. Likewise, we say that she is breaking. That means you are doing, you are breaking something on the spot at the time of in the process. And if we say she breaks, that means habitually she is breaking. She is in habit of that. When we say that they are walking, that is the continuous part. We say that they are walking. That means they are walking at the time of speaking. And then we say that they walk. That means this is their habit, they walk at the time. Okay, hope that you have understood it and you will make a rehearsal of that. If any kind of problem, you can ask us, you can ask me through the message, definitely I'll help you. And I'll be coming up with the more videos sequentially. Because last time, if you remember, I have given the basic video about English letters, when I just broadly linked some words and some sounds to some English letters. Hope that you have understood, you have enjoyed the session, and I deliberately used the basic words, basic ideas, so that we can just begin from the beginning and we can go ahead with other communications that will help us in the national as well as international level of communication. Okay, have a good day, have a good time.